look at that. The final whistle goes. Messi to his knees. Teammates surround him. Lionel Messi is officially removed. He's the best player, but Lionel Messi wins his first international trophy with Argentina and cements his status, for me, as the best player of all time.
And guess what? His friend and former teammate Neymar, the shoe is on that other foot. What a night, what a tournament. Rob Stone, over to you as the Copa America final finishes. Lionel Messi and Argentina 1, Brazil 0.
The 28-year title drought for Argentina is over. More importantly, for that man, the diminutive number 10, he is a runner-up no more. Tears, anguish for Neymar in his home stadium. Impossible to not be happy for that man. Impossible. Just two brutal, different stories right now. The jubilation of Messi, the anguish of Neymar. Martinez, the hero of the semifinal win, hugging Messi, and fans, yes, fans finally allowed inside for this Copa America tournament, and they are celebrating as they should. Four times a runner-up in major tournaments. Finally, that man is going to be able to lift hardware representing his country, Argentina. Lionel Scaloni, the manager, unproven no more, helps Messi earn that elusive title. 7 years after losing the World Cup final in that very stadium, Lex, Messi can finally celebrate.
Yep. We knew there were going to be tears of joy and tears of pain. Didn't know which side they were going to be on. But, I mean, as you said, Rob, if you have a sentimental or romantic bone in your body, you have got to feel that joy for that man right there who was given so much to this game. And that box that for so long has stayed empty, he finally gets to check it. And there will be debates and continued debates.
No, debate's over. Debate was over before this game began, and this is just that validation that some people were searching for. And these scenes are absolutely incredible. For him to get his first international trophy against their biggest rival, Brazil, in that stadium, what a special moment for him. But it was a collective effort. That man right there, Rodrigo de Paul, what a performance he had tonight. Oh, he was absolute class. The amount of running he did, he provided the assist for the goal. Scaloni made some big decisions throughout the course of this tournament. It's been a joy to watch this team grow from game to game and to finally be crowned champions.
They did it. And at the beginning of this tournament, everyone said it's not going to happen. Brazil is the team that is going to go the distance, and it always felt different with this group. And the joy that you saw Messi play with, the way there was the connection with this squad, that they were willing to suffer to get the results, and you saw it. The team defending, they put everything out there, and ultimately that was the difference. We can argue about the ref, but it was a gift the way that he let this game play. It broke up the rhythm, and that benefited Argentina. But ultimately, Messi didn't even have to have his moment tonight. It was at his feet, and he couldn't put it away. Other players stepped up.
Well, we talked about the responsibility. You can see it. You can see it to a man from that team. The responsibility to their leader and to this incredible man, magician, and player, to give him that opportunity to say, okay, we know what you do individually, but we can help, and we can help give you something that you don't have.
'15th Copa America title for Argentina, first since 1993. And for Lionel Messi, not bad for a 34-year-old free agent. And we've been waiting so long to see how he would react finally to being on the proper side of the ledger. The disappointments have haunted him, have followed him, and for him to finally run from that ghost. And of all places, Brazil, and of all stadiums, the Maracana.
It's got to be a relief, too. An incredible relief. At times, you know, the pressure and that albatross around his neck and everybody talking about it, constantly bringing it up. Look, he's one of the greatest players ever to play the game, but it's still there.
Neymar looking for his teammate. If you're a soccer fan, you don't have goosebumps watching that, check yourself into the nearest hospital. You need help. That is unreal. I mean, just two absolute legends of the game. Two former club teammates. Two of the greatest 10s to ever play this sport, embracing. And Messi's like a human Stanley Cup right now. Everybody wants to hug him and kiss him and have a picture with him.
Imagine the tears that are flowing, the tears of joy in Argentina tonight.
For him. It's not just for their team or for their country. It's for him and what he has meant to the sport and to their country. And the way in which it happened. I mean, look, it is the most beautifully ugly performance that you will see. And nobody's going to care ultimately. Brazil huffed and puffed, and Argentina said no, not on this day.
Messi's final numbers, 59 touches, 1 shot, 2 chances. And there was that moment in the 88th where he was one-on-one with Ederson, and when it collapsed, I think a lot of heads in Argentina went down and said, oh, you've got to be kidding me, not this, not to him, not now.
But guess what? what? His teammates stepped up through challenges. Recovery runs, DePaul was everywhere.
I think in past tournaments, that would have been that moment where you felt like, oh, the tide's going to turn. But you're right, Ali. It was a collective performance. The grit, the guts, the tackles, the levels of just competitiveness.
Brazilian manager Tite and Messi.
It's respect. It's respect. And by the way, it's not just in Argentina. It's all over the world. There are people that I'm sure are sitting at home, whether they have a connection or not to Argentina, and the tears because of this man finally fulfilling that opportunity.
I mean, Lex, there were fans, Brazilian fans,
sure,
who wanted Messi to win this game going into this, right? And when you talk about respect, the respect that this guy garners is just on it's an uncomparable level.
He transcends.
For sure, for sure.
And to think of the impact worldwide, absolutely. But you touched on it, Lex, the peace within him. The standards, we talk about the standards we have for Messi, the standards that he probably had for himself, and that he was disappointed in himself, that he could not lift this trophy for his team. And it's there now.
There's the moment. The moment Messi knows he won it all. Finally. 0 for 4 in title games for his country. And there it ends. One tournament down, one to go. Mexico, Trinidad, Tobago set to kick off the CONCACAF Gold Cup in about 26 minutes, but we are far from done in Brazil. The trophy presentation still to take place. Angel Di Maria, 22nd minute, the game's only goal, his 21st of his international career, and Argentina and Messi are finally winners. Said the other day was what I want most is to win a title with the national team. His opportunity is about to happen. John Strong, Stu Holden.
You know, Rob, we are fans of the sport, but you can't help but at times feel like the sport is oversaturated, right? I mean, month after month, every single week, it's another must-see clash, another crucial game, another tour, another tournament, another trophy. And yet to see the emotion, the contrasting emotion of Lionel Messi and of Neymar playing for their countries, knowing that you don't just get to do this again next year. It's work hard to get back to even to be in this sort of position again for a tournament that a lot of people fairly, I think, wondered whether it should even take place.
Yeah.
This is an incredible statement of the power of this sport, the power of international soccer, and really for two men who have accomplished everything, what this particular game tonight meant to them.
Yeah. Football wins. The sport wins. All of us win getting to witness what has taken place over the past month. And the narrative coming in was, could Lionel Messi win that trophy with Argentina? And what these players have been through, what the coaches have been through, playing in front of no fans, being confined to hotels, all they were thinking about is this moment. And I can tell you, when that trophy is lifted, it'll all be worth it. And it is, the sacrifices that you make. And it just goosebumps watching the entire celebrations, all these scenes on the field, just pure joy, especially from the Argentina side.
And the role that Angel Di Maria will hold in this, the game-winning goal that he scored, the goal that Argentina couldn't get from other players in past finals, even Diego Maradona. We think of him in '86 World Cup and the goal of the century in the hand of God. It was Burruchaga who scored the winning goal for Argentina in the final after they blew a 2-goal lead to West Germany. We think about Emiliano Martinez, who 13 months ago couldn't get a game, could barely even dress as the backup at Arsenal, who is now a starter in the Premier League, made himself an icon with his penalty saves and his chirping as well in the shootout with Colombia. Papu Gomez, 33 years of age at his first Copa America, scored goals in back-to-back games to keep the momentum going for Argentina. Lionel Scaloni, who was an afterthought, an assistant coach, a co-interim coach at one point, handed the reins, pushed all the right buttons to get them here. At the end of the day, though, this is about Lionel Messi. Does your opinion of Lionel Messi change at all, or is it just a matter of that monkey finally being off his back?
I didn't need it, but I can tell you many people did in that argument. And also, you could tell by his comments leading up to it, seeing Lionel Messi and the penalties against Colombia and the intensity that he had. scissor kick, slide tackling throughout this game, doing what it takes because he needed this. And I think he wanted this more than anything. And to see him about to lift that trophy, you will see tears of joy, of passion, and just years and years of waiting and building for this moment that he's going to get that great release.
The weight of the shirt, the number 10 in the Albe Celeste, the stripes of white and sky blue. This tournament began with the images of the late Diego Maradona in computer animation in the opening ceremony before the opening match of this Copa America. It ends with the real-life vision of that man, Lionel Messi, 34 years of age, from Rosario, Argentina, who has done everything you can possibly do as a professional soccer player. And the last thing left to be done has been accomplished at the Maracanã in Rio de Janeiro. And you see the emotion on the face of those staff members, those players. What it means for them, yes, but what it means for him most of all. Alejandro Dominguez, president of CONMEBOL, will hand him a trophy that represents more than 100 years of South American soccer history. And for the first time in 28 of those years, it is going to Argentina. They have won the Copa America. Let's hand you back to Rob Stone. What a month, what a Copa America, what a moment for Messi in Argentina.
So now the narrative will shift to, okay, you won your Copa America, Lionel Messi. Now, let's see if you can do it on the big stage, the World Cup in Qatar next year. Lex, how do you think this win tonight, through the course of this tournament, impacts Argentina big picture going into next year's big tournament?
Well, I mean, from a Messi perspective, I actually think it motivates him because I think it relieves that pressure. And a Messi that is joyful, as we've seen, but now is relieved of that pressure, look out, because he still has plenty to give. From a team perspective, we've said, whether it's Brazil or this Argentina team, this entire pathway and all of the suffering, all the good and bad that has gone through, and ultimately coming out on top, that is huge for any type of team in terms of the development. And a team that is still coming together. The lack of dysfunction, the lack of drama, the adherence to discipline individually and collectively from this team, which we haven't always seen in the past. I think that's translated into a better Argentina team that I think is going to get better as they go through qualifying. And I think we're going to see a better team ultimately next November and December in Qatar for that World Cup.
And the respect that they had for Scaloni, you started to see. And if that's building towards the World Cup, this team is going to get better and better and better. And the confidence that the rest of the squad will have, as you said, Lex, is incredibly important, because as much as this was about Messi, this was about the team. And a free Messi with this team building confidence going into World Cup, where they've got a manager that they trust and they've believed in the process. How many minutes did Aguero get? Not many. One of the first faces, though, you see in celebration, because he is still the heartbeat of this team. That's important going into world events.
Scaloni was huge in this process. To get this group You're right. You guys are both right. Scaloni was huge in this process to get this group bought in to what he wanted to do with this group. This man became a leader throughout the course of this tournament, a true leader in every facet of the word. Look, I think we've all waited just as long to watch this moment. As a fan of football, as a fan of greatness, as a fan of Messi, to see him finally have this moment, I think it does a lot for this team going forward. I love listening to that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just amazing.
But that's, I mean, look, it is not a perfect game, but it is the beautiful game. And the beautiful game is not just about the kicking of the ball, it's about the stories, and it's about the triumph and the loss and the joy and the pain and the pathways that the players and these teams and these coaches and these fans have to go through.
And Lex, winning is a thing that is a learned process.
Kids just having fun.
Yep.
Kids just having fun winning cups.
But when you go through this kind of process, right, you learn certain behaviors. You learn how to navigate. Lex, you talked about it earlier. You learn how to suffer. And now going into a World Cup, we were talking earlier about who is better positioned to go on and have success. Brazil being motivated by losing. Well, I look at this group and say they now know how to win. They know how to win in different circumstances, with or without fans, through adversity, moments of different types of adversity. They found a way to get it done, and they showed resilience and growth and consistency throughout this tournament. So,
And remember, this was the underdog team. They have the greatest player in the world, and they're still considered the underdog coming into this final. And when you're coming in those type of circumstances, you need big performances from your squad.
Maybe tomorrow they think about the World Cup, but tonight you celebrate this and you have a big party.
and big shout out to DePaul. What a match. Come on.
Who do you think that trophy is going to be sitting next to on the flight back to Buenos Aires?
Only one answer there,
think-
my friend.
15-time Copa champs. Mexico trying to win yet another CONCACAF Gold Cup. They are your defending champs, serving Lozano. Oh, Chucky Lozano. Mexico and TNT coming up next from Dallas. And this was one of those moments we were looking forward to. Neymar and Messi embracing minutes after the final whistle as Messi, yes, finally gets his title.